Welcome to The Point of View. This is your favorite current affairs show on television here on Citi TV. On The Point of View, we pick the right topics, we get the right guests, we ask them all the relevant questions on issues that matter to you. We're live tonight reflecting on Accra 2023, Ghana's successful hosting of the African Games. We're privileged to have some very important people in studio to talk to us about the games. The man who chaired the local organizing committee has joined us here, as well as the man who leads Ghana Athletics. So it's going to be quite an interesting conversation. We'll look at the facilities and the legacy. We'll also look at some of the athletes and the performances. And more importantly, where does this leave Ghana in terms of athletics for the next few years? Stay with us. Welcome back. So tonight we're talking to Dr. Kweku Fosu-Asare, who chaired the local organizing committee. The tournament is over, but he's still dressed for the tournament. Good to see you, Kweku. Welcome.
Thanks very much, Bernard, and good to see you again.
For somebody who's organized this big event, you still look very fresh. Usually you should be tired sleeping on some pillow. You look okay.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Bawa Husseini is a national champion in many events, but he is also the president of Ghana Athletics. Bawa, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, Bernard. This is my first one
on this show.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people with this show.
I usually, of course, I saw you running, but I've never really seen you in suit. But this weekend, you were very diplomatic, very powerful suit. You moved from athletics performance to athletics governance in a very powerful way. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Bernard.
And then, viewers, I wanted an athlete to represent the games. And because on Friday I was there, I had to go for Evans Kadman Yamwa because of the way he won the high jump and the way he lifted the stadium. I mean, and funny enough, his medal ceremony was the last for the day. And people waited for him. You know, so I spoke to him earlier, and I'll show you that. But quick, let me just come to you. I remember you started. Okay, when were you given this job to organize this? Just walk me through how long this has been in the works.
Yeah, thanks very much, Bernard, for the opportunity and for this question in particular. I mean, we got inaugurated on the 20th of October, on the 12th of October, I should say, 2021.
Wow.
When it was then the minister, Siama's era, so he put the team together, and then we got inaugurated by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And he said, well, we're then a 9-member committee, and we're charged with the responsibility to organize and host the African Games. And initially he also said, oh, we should make sure that we host the games and win more medals. And then also make sure that we transform the facilities that will be built at Boteman into a University of Sport.
All of that in the first game.
Yes. So we started, and it was difficult, simply because Ghana, as we are all aware, has not hosted the African Games before. So they were comparing that to the Cannes 2008. So everything was around Cannes 2008. And we got it wrong from the start. Why do I say so? When you are hosting the games, the LOC is put together and it's enacted. And the LOC is given the opportunity, and you are given the budget, it's ring-fenced, and you perform. Then at the end of it all, you render an account. A colleague who came from Malawi, they had a tournament, said, well, everything was enacted by Parliament. After that, you appear before Parliament, you defend your budget and everything. Ours was not like that. It's not been like that. It is not that we wanted to be extremely autonomous, but we are tied to the aprons of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So it also posed a lot of challenges.
So there was no specific law setting you up.
And that is where we got it wrong.
So you were then working as an LOC, but there's a Ministry of Sports supervising. There's athletics people there.
Everything has to go.
Was there a budget ab initio?
No.
Oh my God.
And so those people who have experienced this, they were surprised. And when they come and I give you an example, Nigeria, the colleagues from Nigeria said, no, Nigeria 2003, the LOC chairman, everything was LOC, you do it, you come and account. So now, So we had this challenge initially, but then, I mean, we moved on. And then another challenge was that they were looking at it like my role, for instance, was like an ordinary chairperson. Okay, so they established the LOC, you are the chairman, you go and have a meeting, you go and sit at your home, and then you come back and all that. So the chief operating officer, I think that's what they did in Cannes, 2008. He takes charge the day-to-day. So I told the minister, I said, this responsibility is not like come and chair, go home. No, this is not going to happen. Because the buck stops at my end, and if you want me to be very effective, then it has to be a day-to-day. So it didn't end there. We had a meeting with the president. I said, Mr. President, if the buck is going to stop at my end, it has to be this. It has to be executive chairman. That I will run the business day-to-day, and then I will account. Otherwise, I won't be interested.
You are not a ceremonial chair.
No, I won't.
You want to operationally manage.
Yes. Otherwise, I'm
There's
not going
no
to
point.
No.
Did the president agree with
No,
you?
he agreed. So that was why. So initially it was chairman of the LOC, and then it changed to executive chairman of the LOC.
This was all within the first year.
Yeah, within the first year. Now there was the issue of office. So I must be very honest. Others didn't understand why I was asking for all those things. With my old colleagues, it took us some of them some time to understand. Now the issue of office also came up. We wanted a place. We searched around. We got some places. First, we went to the Ministry of Housing. And then it was Honorable
Atachia.
No, this one who just changed.
Works and housing.
Works and Housing.
Oh, sorry. That will be Asenso.
Asenso. Bantam Asenso.
Yes, Bantam Asenso.
I was just trying to remember.
It is the second term.
Yeah, so they gave us a chance to move around, to search around. We did the searching. We got one. I think we were going to pay about, was it $12,000 a year? And they said the money was too much, and so they couldn't get.
So you spent the first few months just basically
looking, searching, doing all this,
setting yourself up.
Yes.
We haven't talked about tournaments yet.
No, nothing. So eventually,
wow,
we had to be pushed to. We went to. They said the Ministry of Youth and Accra Sports Stadium.
Oh my God.
So we went to. They got us a place at Accra. First, we were meeting as where you have the VIP when you enter the stadium. So that's where initially we were meeting.
Wow.
So we met there and then go away. So eventually they got us a place. I think they got us 3 rooms.
Wow.
At the beginning.
For the whole LOC?
Yeah, at the beginning. So I had one. No, initially was 2. Dr. Osu occupied one, then Rex occupied one. Then later they got mine. Okay, so
who were on your team? Can you mention the team members?
So myself as the executive chairman of the LOC, Dr. Osu as the chief operating officer, Rex Brobe as the deputy chief operating officer.
Former 100 meter.
Yes.
Then Olympic finalist.
Yes, Dr. Jumfo Williams, Eva Ochri.
Journalist, lawyer.
Yeah, Dan Kwekwe Yeboah.
Journalist.
Ben Nunu Mensah. GOC president. We are 7 now.
That's a strong team.
Yes. Why am I missing?
So this was the 9, this 9 have remained since?
Yes, this 9 has remained, and we have had 2 additional.
How tight were you guys?
No, I need to get everybody. I mentioned 7.
You've mentioned Rex, you've mentioned Owusu, you mentioned a gentleman I don't know.
Ben Nunu Mensah.
I know him.
Okay, Dan Kwekwe Yeboah.
I know him.
Eva Ochre.
I know her.
You know.
But you mentioned a name I didn't know. You mentioned a name after you are tired. You get the names. I'm sure Bob will remind you. So you have this 9.
We had a 9. No, Joyce Dacha, 8.
Joyce Dacha?
Yes, Joyce is a former hockey player.
Okay.
Joyce Dacha comes in as 8. I'll get you the other one. And then later we had Samson Dean added to it. And then we had also Kwesi Manti coming in.
Okay.
And then we had Ibrahim Ajay-Sowa as the liaison from
Ibrahim Ajay, yes.
Yeah, from the president's office.
Wow.
Yausechi.
Yausechi also came on board at some point.
Yausechi is a chairperson of the
marketing and PR. I interviewed him.
Yeah, I listened to.
But I've known you as a journalist, and then I know you went abroad to become a lawyer. You stayed, or you were in the UK for many years.
Yes.
I think you got your PhD as well. So at what point did you become a sports administrator?
Well, that's a good question. Well, I've always done journalism as a second job, as a part-time.
Oh, it wasn't a- it was
no,
not a
no,
full
no. I was
job.
moonlighting.
What was your main job?
My main job, administration.
Is it?
I was the HR and administrative manager of Ashanti Golf Course.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, those days. When
So those guys, those times you were on TV doing sports beat.
I was.
Because Kwame Ebo also said he was working at the, I think, urban roads or something.
No, it was at Japan.
Kwame Japan
Yes.
says he was working
Yeah.
at
So this
highways.
Yes.
So you guys were working
Yes.
in the civil service.
This is how it started.
And then you do the media for fun.
Yes, this is how it started. When we came out of the university in 1985 after our national service, then GBC decided to create a program called Sports Beat.
Okay.
Now, those days you just don't walk into a program. We were auditioned
All right.
and selected.
But what makes you think these days you just walk into a program?
Well, it's
What are you talking about? Whatever. So you stay in track. Stay on your track. Don't move out of your track.
so that's how we all got into it.
Yeah.
And I was then doing my national service at a company called Vacuum Salt.
Okay.
Okay, so I was doing that, and then I was doing this. I was doing the show.
So the show was just a part-time thing you were doing
Yes.
Saturdays,
I've never
12:30 or so.
Yes, 12, 1 o'clock, sports beat.
But you were writing as well.
I was writing about old sportsmen.
So you were
Internet.
not like fully
No.
fledged journalist.
No. I
So you
haven't-
left. Sorry, I've diverted. I just want to understand.
that's
So a lot
okay.
of people ask me this question all the time.
Yeah.
So after that, after a while, then I decided to go back to the university again to do my master's at the business school.
Okay.
So over there too, I was still working and doing
Okay.
that. So after my master's, then I moved to Ashanti Golf Course and worked full time there.
HR and administration.
Yes, in
For how
charge
long?
of for about 6 years. In charge of all the sites. We had 4 sites in Accra, in Ghana, and then a site in Guinea, sites in.
So who told you to? Who recommended you to be LOC chair?
Well, I was just there. I think I will give the credit to the minister.
The Minister of Sports.
Yes,
He put your name out.
yes. I don't know.
Did you know him before this?
Asiama, I know Asiama.
Isiama, you know
Isiama,
Isiama.
Isiama.
So he nominated you.
Yes. So he put the team together, all the members of the LOC.
Wow.
And presented it to the president for approval.
So if this tournament is successful, we have to also remember Isiama because he
Yes,
put
yes.
the team.
We always give him that
Wow.
credit.
Isaac Isiama.
Yes, Isaac Kwame Asiama is the full name.
Amazing.
So that's been. So then at the Ashanti Golf Course, after a while, I decided to move to UK for further studies.
Okay.
First to do another master's at Greenwich, World Trade and Development. That's my second master's. Then I moved into, I went to Westminster to do my PhD in political economy. I looked at the IMF and the World Bank policies and how they impact on developing countries. The case study was Ghana, the cocoa sector.
Hey,
I was checking why.
you're a very big shark.
So the issue, what attracted me most was that at that time, the IMF, you know how the other policies are. The IMF was advocating that all the cocoa producing countries should disband their cocoa marketing boards because they were being used as a conduit for siphoning money. But Ghana decided not to do that. So I think the team was led by P.V. Obey.
So you did some research on that.
Yes. So
So let's go back to the president. He said, deliver the tournament, make sure we do better in the medals, and put up facilities that will outlast.
yes, and that is
That was your remit.
Yes.
First point, the tournament was supposed to 2023, but it happened in 2024. Was that your fault? Why? How come it happened that way?
That's another good question. You know, after Morocco hosted the tournament,
Yeah.
there was this agreement. We call it Item Tripartite Agreement between the African Union and the Association of African Sports Confederation,
Yeah.
UCSA or ANOCA.
Yeah.
Then we also have the ANOCA, Association of National Olympic Committees of Africa. So they put together an agreement for the Moroccan Games. And after that, they thought that
It will be replicated here.
yeah, the same agreement will apply. Then African Union signed a protocol agreement with us. So it angered these people and said, hang on, we
So
thought
Anoka wasn't happy.
ANOCA and UCSA were not happy, so it dragged on. They wanted to take us to...
So just to be clear, AU is the owner of the Africa Games.
yes.
Anoka is the various GOCs.
Yes.
Every
For
country's
Africa.
Olympic committee.
Yes. And then the technical committees or confederations are handled by UCSA.
So you are the technical guy?
Yes, they fall under the technical.
You are a professional athlete?
Yes. But
so you came together to do Morocco?
Yes, so after that, they said they wanted that same agreement should
apply to Ghana.
But
AU
decided
didn't agree.
no.
So it was a fight?
It was a fight.
It delayed
It delayed. So it delayed. There was litigation up to the 19th February 2023.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Of the year the tournament was supposed to occur? So from 12 August 2021?
Yes.
Wow.
So
and by 19 February, what was in place?
We had the technical committee, and we had the LOC, and these people were bickering. We brought them to Ghana.
But had you started building Baltimore?
Yeah, we had.
Had you started revamping Legon?
Yes, we had. We were working.
You were working while all this was going on?
We were working.
So the date change occurred because of this
Because
dispute.
of all this. And so when we signed the agreement to change a few things in the protocol agreement, then it was too short for us to be able to do it in August 2023.
Okay.
So then there was an agreement. The president, I must give him credit, he was with us in Addis, okay, and sat with us for about 5 hours before we got a chance to sit around the table. Let me quick to add that we brought these feuding parties to Ghana in March the previous year, but the issue wasn't resolved. So in February, when everything was okay, we went to Addis, we did all that. Then the president intervened together with the chairperson of African Union, His Excellency Mustafa Aki, and so we signed that agreement. And that is when we brought the new technical committee for the African Games. We call it TCAG. And we had
so these disagreements are who was going to own the games?
Yeah, who was the various roles of the stakeholders.
Between the Olympic committees, the professional people, and you guys.
Yes.
So it took you 2 years to resolve that.
ANOCA had the role of marketing the games.
That's the Olympic committees.
Yes. But then when we signed the protocol agreement, the marketing of the games was given to us. That role was given to us. And ANOCA wasn't too happy about that.
And what role were these guys playing?
The technical.
Technical means what? Technical
means, like, for instance, boxing. The officials who will come, those who are officiating, the referees, the umpires, and all that. They come.
So you organize, make sure the venue is ready, make sure there's food, make sure the hotel is okay.
All the organization aspects.
Bauer and his people
will come in.
Make sure the 100 meters is real 100 meters.
Yes.
The athlete is running properly.
Yeah.
So they officiate.
Yes, but in addition to that, when you are constructing, when you are building these facilities, you need their input.
Have to be standard.
Yes, to certify. So Bauer, for instance, during athletics at Legon, he had to come in, we had to bring people in and all that to check. So that you build to international standard. When it happens with swimming, with all the facilities, you build to the international standard. And we had to do the research to get the contractors to build. It was part of their scope.
Is what he's saying true?
Yes.
So what did you do for this tournament? Just give me a sense. I saw you there in the tournament, moving up and down. Every award you were there. But is it correct in saying that you were the technical guys? So from the Ghana side, you were the people who were in charge of the technical standards and monitoring the technical issues?
Yes, actually we started working with him 2-3 years ago when we were even trying to sign the contract for the Mundo to come. Okay. It came very critical that they needed their support with the consultant, we were consulting for Kwanzaa, the Kwanzaa technician, because initially Legon has the old tracks there that were built on concrete. But we insisted that this new track should be built on asphalt. Okay. So there was that confusion between the association, the Kwanzaa company, and the consultancy. But they wanted to build it on the concrete. We said no. So we came together to them when they were still having their meetings at the VIP. Thankfully, they supported us, and the ministry also supported the idea that everything should be built on asphalt. So that's why we started, even to the certification of the tracks by the World Athletics just a week before the competition started.
What was your working relationship like with him? How was it like working with each other?
Perfect.
Perfect?
Perfect.
Did you guys feel like when we couldn't do it in 2023 that there was a chance that Ghana couldn't pull it off at all?
Now, I never believed that Ghana will not host it.
You knew we could do it?
Yes. Shaban, Charles Osaisley, we were 5 of them that we just made our mind that no matter what, this competition have to come on.
So even by August 2023, we were not ready, and they were announcing that it will be March 2024.
Yes.
We still knew we could do it.
Yeah, we still knew we could do it. Even at international fora, we advocate seriously for this competition.
Wow.
Yes.
So when we come back, I'll talk about the athletics targets, the sporting targets for the tournament. But just in terms of facilities, so we had Boteman built, we had Legon upgraded.
Yeah.
Did you do anything to Bukom Arena?
No,
it was okay.
Bukom was okay. Bukom was okay.
Where else? You used the Legon basketball court.
Yeah, we had to. Initially, we're going for the 5x5, but then the federation said they wanted 3x3.
And Legon was able to do it.
Yeah, so we had to put together the structure for the 3x3, and then what we also
so
did.
So this is happening where? This swimming I'm seeing right now.
It's Boteman.
Olympic size.
Yes. Boteman.
Indoor.
Yes.
World class.
Yeah, world class.
The timer is electronic.
Yes, everything. Top. One of the best in Africa.
This?
Yes.
What else is in Boteman?
Boteman, we also have a multi-purpose building for different sporting facilities like volleyball, badminton, judo, so many things that you can think that could be done. The disciplines.
Is it up to Olympic standard?
It's all
because you know in Olympics they even have places for indoor cycling.
Yes.
Do we have that?
No, not here. But we have the facilities for
squash.
Squash. We didn't select squash for the games.
But
badminton, handball,
all the indoor games.
Yes, volleyball, all of them transpired over there. We played all of them over there. Then we also have a dome.
Okay. A dome.
Yeah, that's also meant for multi-purpose disciplines. Then we have a tennis court, an enclosure, 1,000 seating capacity for tennis. Yes, tennis. And then we have 4 tennis courts also outside. They were all, so we had competitions, simultaneously. Being
so
played.
they are training facilities and they are compete all at Boteman.
At Boteman. And we have a spare field that they've also laid the Mundo tracks. He will confirm. Yes. We have Mundo tracks laid at Boteman.
When you say Mundo track, what's Mundo track?
People talk about tartan tracks.
Yeah.
But these are names of the organization, the companies.
So Mundo is the brand.
Mundo is a brand. Tartan is a brand.
I see.
But any artificial track in Ghana, a lot of people.
That's how we know.
Yes.
But what is at Legon? We saw the stadium in the grass.
We have at Legon. We have also rugby field. Rugby
attached to them.
Yes, and that's one of the best in Africa. That's world standard rugby pitch
with seats.
Yes.
And then there was some place that athletes were training outside. There was a place I saw outside the athletes were running.
Yeah, that was the warm-up track.
The warm-up.
There's
a warm-up track.
Warm-up
Yes.
track.
Thank you. There's a warm-up track.
The same
So
specs.
with that, we can host any international athletics competition.
So this thing is Mundo tracks.
Yes. Yeah, this is Mundo.
Now, when you say it's electronic, it means that it's not somebody with a watch timing. When they start running, it automatically records for us. How does this work?
You see the starting blocks. There are speakers on it. So when the starter speaks, you see the speakers.
Yes, set.
Yes, the speakers you connected electronically. That gives you the false start detector. So if an athlete, even when you're on the block set, if he fidgets, it will record as a false start. And there's a small box there. When you have a false start, it will beam in the eyes of the starter, and they can even print it for you.
So he will know.
He will know. And when you are going
and
to
when
argue,
they cross the line, how does it know that?
No, there's 2 poles at the finishing line which have infrared. You see the yellow.
So as soon as you cross it,
as soon as it's called, you break the infrared, then you break the time.
It's easy to know.
Break the time, yes. And sometimes it's 0.1 second or 0.001 second difference.
The grass in the middle, can they play football there?
Yes.
It's football size.
It's a standard football pitch.
What's the size of the stadium?
The capacity. It's about 19,000.
No, it's about 12,000.
12,000.
Initially it was 10,000. We upgraded it, and it's about 10,200.
And there's no popular stand. Everybody 1 man 1 seat.
No.
Where's the popular stand?
We have the
VVIP.
The VVIP and
I'm talking about whether everybody can get a seat or whether their place post stand.
No. There you have to sit.
So everybody sits.
Yes, everybody sits.
Because popular stand, you stand.
No.
So this one, there's no popular stand. Everybody sits.
Yes,
so there are 12,000 seats.
Yes, it's 10,000 plus.
Plus 2.
Yes, for 200. So we have popular sitting.
Popular seating.
Everybody sits.
Everybody sits. This is a VIP stand. Behind is VIP. I was a VIP. They gave me drink.
They brought me water. They served you. Yes.
Even the lunch, there was some chop in the lunch.
So you see people comfortably seated.
What would this do for athletics in Ghana?
Very much. We have already started getting requests from the Confederation of African Athletics to bid for 2026 African Championships.
Already?
Already. When they came, what they saw, I was told that for the last 20 years, they've never seen any organization like this in athletics before.
For the past 20 years?
For the past 20 years.
So they are now approaching you to host
to host African Championship.
Because you are ready?
We are ready. In terms of officiating, he opened one of our officiating official courses last year.
Wow.
We did 3 officiating official courses. And the last one, we had 110, all of them passed.
So we have a lot of officials?
We have a lot of officials. We have a lot of equipment. We have 3 sets of equipment.
Wow.
You see the starting blocks. There was the brand new one we used. We have 2 brand new ones in
Not
Lagos.
even used yet.
Not even used. We don't even open it. Every equipment that we requested for, we had 3 sets. 2 sets from Mundo. You see the main stadium has complete set.
Yeah.
The warm-up stadium also have complete set. And we also got another set of equipment from Tashan. That one I will not touch it.
When we come back, we'll talk about the performance.
Yes.
19 gold, 22 silver or so. We'll discuss the performances, and then we'll also talk to Evans Kadman Yamwa. This is the point of view tonight. We're reflecting on the African Games and also previewing the future of Ghana athletics. Bawa Fuseni, Athletics Ghana, Kweku Fosu-Asare is the executive chairman of the LOC for the tournament. Stay with us. The point of view is live tonight. We're reflecting on the African Games and also looking forward to Ghana athletics. So my guest, Kweku Fosu-Asare, who's the executive chairman of the LOC, Bawa Fuseni of Athletics Ghana. I'll be speaking to Evans Kadman Yamwa. I consider the star of the tournament. There were many stars. So let's talk about the second issue the president gave him. Perform better. I'm told our best performance prior to this tournament was 1973 or something.
Yeah, but I have to give credit to the International Games Committee.
Okay.
I mean, initially we planned to assist with the building of Team Ghana, because Dr. Osuansa has the experience in, how to measure somebody's output, how to assist and all those. So we thought we could take advantage of those skills. But later on, they said we should leave that to the International Games Committee, headed by the Deputy Minister, Honorable Evans Bobie. So we had to play a backstage role. But then we had wanted to improve.
So you were not directly in charge of preparing the athletes?
Yes, we were not directly
You were
in charge.
making sure the event was organized?
Everything, what they needed and all that. But then,
So it means we can't blame you too much for if the performance didn't go well?
well, in the strictest sense of the word, that's.
But did you have an objective in terms of, because the president said increase our medal haul, did you by what percentage?
Yeah, so that is why we had wanted to be involved, because that, to us, it was one of our mandates.
Okay.
But when it became like, a bit of, what I mean?
Yeah.
When there was a bit of disagreement about our role and the role of the International Games Committee, we said, okay, let's leave it to you.
So it wasn't your remit?
Yes, so they decided to say that even though we were hosting, they considered it as if Ghana were to have gone out.
So they would prepare them normally?
It would have been the
there
responsibility.
Was no win emphasis.
It would have been the responsibility of this particular committee. So we left it as it. But the initial mandate was that we should improve upon what we achieved in Morocco.
Which was how many medals?
Morocco.
Do we know?
Morocco, I think we were, is it 15th?
Morocco, we had 5 from athletics. We have 4 from...
we're 13th in Morocco, I'm told.
Yes, we're 13th.
Is it 13th?
13th or 15th in Morocco.
Yeah.
So we're not in the top 10.
No, we're not in the top 10.
The previous time before this, we were 21st, then we moved to 15, and so
we're not in the top 10?
No, so we set our target to be in
the first 7.
The first 7.
And we're 6th.
Yeah.
We are 6th now.
Okay, Egypt had 187 medals.
Yes.
How many disciplines did we have in the games?
23 competitive medals, and 6 for...
23 competitive medals.
Yeah.
So how does the country get 187?
Medals...
categories.
Categories.
So there are various weights and ranks.
So for instance, if you take athletics, it's in one category, boxing in one category, and all that. So those are the medal categories. We had the medal categories, and we had the demonstration sports.
Is this our best performance ever since the African Games started? In terms of on the table, number 6?
I think so.
Yes.
I think it's the best.
This is our best.
It's the best so far.
I'm told, though, that you need to break this down. So, guys, give me the breakdown of the gold, for example.
No, the goal is 19 golds.
So, arm wrestling gave us 9 golds.
Arm wrestling did a lot for us.
40 medals. I didn't know there were that many competitions in arm wrestling.
Yeah, and
they have both left and right.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And they have various weights.
Weights.
No,
So you won 40 medals in arm wrestling?
In arm
No,
wrestling.
141.
41 medals in arm
Yeah,
wrestling.
8 gold, 19 silver, and 14 bronze.
Our next best was what?
Boxing.
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 They had
we won
4
4 gold,
golds.
1 silver, and 2.
Boxing has always been good for us.
Yeah, and 2
4
bronze,
gold.
1 silver, and 2 bronze.
So boxing was our number
So
2.
47, yeah.
Then our number 3 was athletics.
Yeah, we had 3 gold, 2
silver,
silver, and
and
1
1 bronze.
How does it
6.
compare to athletics in Morocco?
This one, the performance was better. Morocco, we had 2 gold.
Just 2 gold.
2 golds. And
then
a silver and a bronze.
And
So
then,
this was better than Morocco in
Far-
athletics.
far better,
Boxing was better than Morocco.
Morocco, yes.
yeah, and then we had football.
2 gold.
2 gold.
Which was the ultimate.
Yes, I mean, so to us, it was host and win.
Which was Ghana did not let football go.
Yeah.
Weightlifting 1 gold.
Yeah, 1 gold.
One silver.
2 silver.
2 silvers.
silver.
Yeah.
2 silvers.
And then
Hockey.
on the field, we didn't get javelin, we didn't get track, we didn't get
So
discus.
that's the full event.
Yeah.
The full event was Cadman.
So the main field event winner was Cadman.
Cadman, yes.
Yeah.
High jump for men and
For
women.
Men and women, yes.
And
that-
both won comfortably.
Comfortably. And for me, that is where we should look at the
That's
future.
Cadman?
That's
Yeah.
Cadman.
Go ahead.
We brought his coach along. The coach is a very young man, 27-year-old. Cadman is 23 and the coach
27. So they are 2 young
They are
boys.
2 young boys. Yesterday, I met the coach. We are preparing him for the African Championship.
Okay.
And to see whether he win at your African Championship can qualify you into the Olympics.
Well, he got 2.23. It's
Yes.
still a bit below the
Yes,
qualifying standard.
the Olympic is 2.33. But we are not looking at the performance, we are looking at the area championship.
Because very young.
A very young, 23 years old boy. He just
But
left.
what do you make of his performance? Does he have the potential to be a world
He has
class?
the point. Once you're able to jump more than 2.15,
2.15. If you're higher than 2.15,
1.5, you are an elite.
because that's where they start from.
That's where they start from. At the Olympic game, they start from 1.95.
Oh, so he will easily go.
He will easily go from there.
Really?
He will go from there. Because sometimes some of them skip. Some of them skip for 1.95. Some of them skip up to 2.20 before
He
they
doesn't
start
have the
jumping.
build of a high jumper. They're usually skinny like me. He is a bit muscular.
Muscular and very flexible. Like Sotomayor. You know Sotomayor?
Javier Sotomayor,
Javier Sotomayor.
the record holder.
The world record holder. He's just like him, but he's a bit taller than him.
So they are more muscular
They are
and
more
flexible.
muscular and flexible. So
As
they can
against the
sprint.
slim ones.
Slim ones, yes. The slim ones, they have lower limb, they have longer lower limbs and shorter upper limbs.
Because then the leg, they can have the spring.
The sprint. But this
guy powers himself
over the bar. And this guy jumped 2.18 in school. And that was where we knew that he could jump. Yeah, he could jump better. And winning this one, we are hoping that it will qualify him for Olympic Games, being an area champion.
Some people feel we didn't prepare our athletes well, that they could have done much better.
Yes,
Do you agree?
yes, no, it definitely so. Not only the time was even a problem, but because of the indoor championship, they had just completed indoor games. Yes, and it didn't affect only Ghana, it affected almost all the West Africa and the Kenyans, those who have their athletes in the American universities. But we told our athletes that, look, the dates have been selected, forget about being indoor or outdoor, let's just prepare you for the championships.
Let me add, Bernard, that Baba will be my witness. I mean, at the LOC, when we thought we were going to handle them, we had put in place plans as to how best they will be, the training program for them. We had even wanted to have an open competition where selection will be made, so that everybody will see that we involved him and all that, because of this issue of favoritism where some athletes.
So if you had been given a more dominant role, we could have done better?
I think that if they had agreed for us to work together, the hands of thin, and we had also had a bit of influence, and the things that we had, the programs that we had planned, if we had been given the needed resources, because we really wanted Dr. Yusu and Sons' influence, because he did a lot for the team that went to Morocco. And
he was on your team?
No, he's my chief operating officer.
What do you make of Rose?
Rose is phenomenal. Rose has got the potential of an Olympic-sized athlete. He was having a little issue with a check mark, but once he went to the US, They have polished it up, and for the next 2 years, Rose will dominate African high jump, if not the world.
You can predict?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was the outstanding athlete? We were looking at Azameti. It looks like he didn't show up.
Yeah.
The dominant athletes were two, not Rose, because Rose have won this competition several times.
Yeah.
Kadmal and William Amponsa.
William Amponsa, the long distance.
The long distance runner, yes.
Silver in the half.
Marathon.
With Kenyans and Ethiopians.
It had never happened. For the first time in the history of Ghana, there would be these Kenyan and Ethiopians. Not only in the, even
where has
in the
he been training? Has he been training in Kenya or where has he been training?
No, he's a Sodro boy.
Sodro boy?
Sodro boy, yeah.
He won the marathon 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and
he was also in Birmingham.
In Birmingham, he was in Birmingham.
Yeah.
We took him to Birmingham, then he broke national record.
Serious?
Yes, we also took him to World Cross Country in Australia last year.
And I think he went to the US as well.
He went to, he done school in US, then he went to another marathon in London. So he has been...
Show me the relay, if you have it, or the 200, because I watched the 200, and I think Joe Paul had a point to prove.
Joe Paul ran the 200
he really wanted to, because I think the relay, he knew we should have won. What happened in the relay?
No, the relay, there was just a delay in the last changeover box. Really, he had to turn back to take, that's where the Nigeria passed him. Because we were actually leading. When he turned back to take the baton, there was a bit of delay there. And
so this is the 200 final. There was another Ghanaian in the final who was fourth.
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. Who is he?
He's just one young guy who went to the US last year.
So he's now coming out?
He's also coming out. He also did 20.97. You see here, the Nigerian caught up with him, but he maintained his composure.
So he could have even been a medal prospect if he had...
So the Nigeria wanted to dominate everything. I told them, no, you can't take everything. We have to take the 200 from them again.
Yeah. So Joe Paul's 200 was not surprising for you?
It wasn't.
You knew he was one of the people you were looking?
Yes, we knew he was the biggest 200 meters athlete from in that competition. Looking at his performance at the Commonwealth Games. Because Commonwealth Games, he was a bronze medalist, and none of these people even went to finals. Yeah.
What about Azameti? What happened to him?
Azameti was not actually in top form. Yeah, his form, he's not picking up because he's not in school, so he didn't go through most of the indoor competition.
So he's not ready?
He's not ready. Even though he qualified for the World Indoors competition, World Indoor Championship in Glasgow, but he opted not to go because of this championship.
But you see, Bernard, this is where I have a concern. Okay, we are hosting the games. Yeah, you are in charge of these athletes. You know that this guy must be prepared.
Get him ready.
Get him ready
because he has to host them win.
You see, so as the host, we should have put in more investment to prepare our athletes. We shouldn't get carried away with this achievement, marvelous achievement, but we need to invest. To move to the next level. We shouldn't be complacent at all. We could have been more dominant. We could have won more medals if our preparations have been really made, if we are prepared as expected, let me put it that way. And please, 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 you cannot reap anything if you don't sow. We have to invest
in the athletes too. So preparation is not just the facilities.
No.
I'll take a break. When I come back, I'll speak to Evans Kadman, Yamwa, and also wrap up my guests. We're reflecting on the African Games. Stay with us. So Evans Kadman Yamwa is the latest sensation, not just because he won gold, the manner in which he won it and the atmosphere his victory brought to the stadium. Incredible. Evans, thanks for joining us. I understand you are in transit, so we're going to make this quick. Congratulations on that fantastic performance on Friday, Evans.
Thank you very much.
Can you walk me through? I was at the stadium watching you slug it out with the Moroccan and the South African all the way to 2.23. Can you walk me through what was going through your mind as you were taking that last attempt for the 2.23?
So first of all, I want to express a profound gratitude to the lovely people of Ghana for cheering me on and supporting me, their prayers and their presence really did the magic. And that gold medal I won is for the whole people of Ghana. So back to your actual question. At that moment, I didn't know what I was doing. It was the people, the atmosphere, the way people were cheering me on. And I consulted my coach who was in the stand if you guys saw him. And he told me all the things I was doing wrong, like what was wrong and what I should perfect. So at that point, I was thinking about what he said, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do this last run. It's now or never. And I guess God did the magic.
No, but the crowd was amazing. Is it because you were Vandal? Like they were singing throughout, you were doing the shuffle. Talk to me about the effect of the crowd on your performance.
So, I'm a Vandal, I'm still a Vandal, and I'll forever be a Vandal. Whenever I first go to, like, I came to University of Ghana as a freshman, I know what these people can do. They've cheered me on before. I know the impact it has on me, the adrenaline rush that comes to me anytime they're around. That is why I asked them to come cheer me on that day. So their presence alone, like, gave me an extra confidence. Okay, I was competing against people who have like competed in like elite level, like the South African guy. So having my brothers there, I felt like, okay, fine. But come what may, I still have my friends around, I still have my family around, I feel like a good show. So they cheer me on, did like superb, did like the wonders, I would say.
Look, I heard an interview you did before the games, and you were so confident. They asked you what you thought of the other athletes, and you said you were focusing on yourself. Where do you get that kind of confidence from, particularly for somebody who started high jump, I'm told, only in SHS 3? Your confidence is pretty super. Tell me about your journey as a high jumper.
So I started high jumping in 2018 when I was about to graduate from SHS. My best friend was a high jumper. I was just going to South Africa to play. And I headed over the school record, and the coaches saw me and they were like, hey, you have potential, come join us. Initially, I didn't want to do it because I saw one of our seniors have a severe injury. He got paralyzed from high jumping, so high jump wasn't the right thing. But in SHS, like in high school, we have this house inspection and that period. So I wanted to like avoid house inspection. So I saw them practicing, like, okay, this is the perfect time for me to skip house inspection. Then I got my best friend in high jumping, which is superb. Like they did a wonderful job. They coached me, they showed me the techniques. And fast forward, I won the interhouse, I won Super Zonals, University of Ghana took me on. They coached me, my coach did a wonderful job. And yeah, I dominated high jump in the high jump category for 4 years. Being like a new guy in high jump, I dominated like 4 years, 4 or 5 years. And I went to the University of Central Missouri where they perfected my craft. They added a little to what I was already doing. Now back to the actual question about my confidence. I believe if training enough, if you practice enough, if you have like good people around you, you shouldn't be scared of what other people are bringing about. It's all about you. What do we have? What are we bringing to the table? And coming all the way from the US to compete in my home country, I wasn't going to let anyone take like that glory from us. And that was my home soil. I've competed in the University of Ghana Stadium countless times over and over again. So my people are going to be there, my family is going to be there. So that confidence alone, like really, I think that magic for me, it scared people away. And yeah, once I have good people around me, I don't get to present myself to the rest of the world. So that's exactly what I did.
I noticed you went for a higher bar, 2.25 after this one, and somehow you were not able to do it. I suspect it was the adrenaline and the stadium atmosphere, because that day your 2.21 jump was so much higher than the bar. So it tells me you could have gone much higher, but I think the victory and the noise probably affected your ability to go a bit higher that day, if I'm correct.
Yes. So having sit back to look at the videos from Friday, my coach and I realized that after I jumped the 223, I wasted so much energy celebrating, like cheering the fans and all that. And also the shoe that I was using to actually jump, it got destroyed, it got damaged. So I had to change it to my practice 5. And that's what, like, I was like, okay, I haven't actually jumped in these shoes before, so let me just do it after, like, our first game. So that's what the problem was. I wasted too much energy, and the shoe I was using was...
So that was his 2.25 attempt. You think he can qualify for the Olympic Games?
Yes.
He will?
He can qualify by rankings.
By ranking?
By ranking, yes. But at this time, clearing 2.33 this year, it will be a huge challenge.
Because you can't raise 2.3 to 3.3 like that.
3.3 like that.
But win the African Championship.
Win the African Championship or win the Games Championship can qualify him to the Olympic Games.
What's the biggest legacy of these games?
Well, in my view, I will put it to the facilities that we built. That to me will be the biggest legacy that we've been able to achieve so far. We've been able to, narrow the infrastructure, sporting infrastructure deficiencies, and particularly for the lesser discipline sports. And we think that if you talk about swimming, we now have a first-class swimming. What happened in 2008 for us, to me, was a disaster. I would term it as kamikaze, because we shot ourselves in our foot. We destroyed athletics in Ghana by removing the tartan tracks and at Accra Sports Stadium. So now that we've been able to have these artificial tracks at University of Ghana and at Boteman, this is the time where...
Is there a track at Boteman as well?
There's a track. There's a field there, there's a track.
Wow.
We're going to build a stadium as the next phase. And so these facilities...
Who will manage the facilities?
That's a good question. I will argue for a PPP. I will argue for a public-private partnership. I wouldn't want it to be put to be run by a state institution, but I will, so that you can have sustainability.
So there'll be internally-generated funds to keep it running.
Yes, it can be self-sustaining. The commercial aspect must be looked at properly.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, I told you about one of our mandates. It's to transfer the facilities into sports for development. It's not sports, but sports for development.
Okay.
So that is going to be a unique university. And
so it's a new university?
It's a unique...
Just give it to Legon. Why do you have to have a new university?
No.
We gave you a whole stadium.
No, but they even give it. And look,
we gave you a whole stadium.
No, it's my alma mater, and I can tell you, that University of Ghana has benefited more than any institution with regard to.
And we're also giving a lot more than any institution. So
Well,
you are building a new university?
Yes.
At Boteman?
We are transforming the facilities into a University of Sport for Development.
Really?
Facilities are there. We have an admin block. We have facilities that can be easily turned into a university. We even have a legacy subcommittee that is laying the foundation for the university to be established.
So is NISA coming on this year?
Definitely, NISA has to come on. I would like to appeal to the Ghana Education Service, to especially the Director General, Mr. Kansa, to talk to his PE department.
To release the students?
To just give her the mandate to go out, because he had already given her the first mandate. We written to him and he has approved it. Okay. And because we postponed it, we are waiting for them to give her the
So this will be like May?
It will be like May, April, May.
For NISA?
For NISA. It will definitely have to come on, because we have already spent money. We gave the student preparation grants.
So they're already getting ready?
They're already getting ready.
And this will be at Legon?
And yes, it will be at Legon. The excitement is huge.
Wow.
We can't let this euphoria.
So it means Legon will become a center for maybe superzonals and things like this.
And not only African or Ghanaian sports.
So even other countries will come and do.
Other countries will come and compete.
Because of the facilities.
The tracks is fast track.
So if you want your athletes to be ready, bring them here.
Bring them here. If you want to qualify for the Olympic Games, you
bring them here.
Bring them
and then he mentioned that they've got an invitation from other countries. I think we failed to mention cricket. You should visit the Achimota
Cricket as well.
Club.
Mention one of the committee members. We are running out of time.
Okay.
Committee members.
Well, my good self.
You are the chairperson,
yes,
chairman.
Dr. Emmanuel Osuansa as the Chief Operating Officer, Rex Broby as the Deputy Chief Operating Officer, Dan Kwekuyeboa, Ahmed Osman Halid Gubruwe, then Eva Ochri, Dr. Jumfo Williams, and then Ben Lulu Mensah, and Joyce Dacha, the original LOC members.
And then there were 3 more.
We had Samson Dean brought on board, and during the tenure of
the new minister
Yusuf, and then we have Kwesi Manti also coming on board.
And then Yausechi.
No, Yausechi heads. Yes, he heads.
The last person.
Ibrahim Sowaje also as a link from
well
the
done,
house.
Dr. Kuku Fusasari. Well done. And Baba Fuseni, well done. Evans Yamba, well done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up and for making Ghana proud. I'm sure we will do better at the next tournament. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.